Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Over the Top Rope podcast. Today, I'm here to give my thoughts and mini review on Monday Night Raw for January 8th, 2024. Now, this will not be a full in-depth review, but this will be my thoughts of the whole of the show. And I'll tell you guys the truth, my thoughts of the whole of the show. It was an okay show. It wasn't great. It wasn't horrible either. But I did expect more from WWE, but I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe I was thinking because they're headed into the Royal Rumble, they were gonna actually do some kind of big building, but unfortunately they didn't do that. But I did like three parts of this show. I liked the opening with Drew McIntyre and CM Punk. A very good promo from Drew McIntyre. And I love what he said. It made me laugh out loud. He said, "Me and a lot of the boys have a bet in the back of how long you're going to last. We have a bet of how long it's going to take you to self-destruct." And I don't believe Drew was telling lies. I believe somehow that was a work shoot. I do believe that some of the guys in the back do have a bet of how long CM Punk is going to last. So I did find that very, very funny. Also, I did really like but I do want to say I felt like Drew was better on the mic than CM Punk. CM Punk really didn't have any zingers to come back with. I thought it was funny when Drew had talked about, oh, maybe I should leave the company for 9 years and then come back. And maybe then and only then will I get a hero's welcome. And honestly, I don't think he's lying. I will say that I felt like Drew was better on the mic than Punk for this promo. Uh, I really liked the thing that Drew said. And then another segment I really enjoyed was Seth Rollins and Jinder Mahal. I think Seth Rollins really did a great job on the microphone. I'm warming up to Jinder on the mic. He's not as good as Seth, but I'll give him his props for his due. But I am glad Jinder is getting some spotlight, if you can call it that. We had some matches. We had the Judgment Day starting off Raw. I forget who it was. Was it JD McDonough versus? Oh, well, it was JD versus somebody. I forget who. And the only thing I remember from Judgment Day is the funny video package they had with R-Truth talking about he's part of the Judgment Day and JD is not part of the Judgment Day. And I thought that was hilarious. And he said that he wants to be close to Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest, and he wants to meet Tom and Nick Mysterio. I just thought that was too hilarious. You gotta love R-Truth, guys. There was a match with Ludwig Kaiser versus Kofi Kingston. Now, I do have a little bit of a problem with this, but I can see why they did it. So you're telling me the only good thing they have for Ludwig Kaiser to do is beat up Kofi Kingston because of what he did to Vinci the week prior. I get what they were trying to do, but I think that Ludwig Kaiser, or can I just call him Ludwig? I'm just gonna call him Ludwig. I believe that he deserves better. That's just my opinion. I did like the match. The match wasn't horrible, but I do feel like Ludwig does deserve so much better than Kofi Kingston. A typical beatdown ensued after the match. Ludwig got revenge for Vinci. That was the thing I had a problem with. It was just your typical after the match beat down where Ludwig completely decimated Kofi Kingston. And the match ended when they both got counted out, which I didn't like that at all. I knew that they did that so that Ludwig could take out Kofi, but it was just so predictable. And then, speaking of predictable, later in the night, Cody Rhodes and Shinsuke Nakamura had a brawl backstage. And typical WWE, so it had a brawl backstage. Oh, why not? Let's make it a street fight, no disqualification. That's what we'll do. We have no better ideas to do than, let them have a brawl and then we can make it a street fight. We had Nia Jax on the microphone threatening to take out Michael Cole after she had talked about beating Becky Lynch the week prior. And I thought it was funny how she threatened Michael Cole to take him out, and you could hear the crowd cheering a little bit. I'm like, really, guys? Are people really still hating on Michael Cole all these years later? Michael Cole is probably the best commentator in WWE right now, next to Corey Graves, in my opinion. Michael Cole and Corey Graves. Actually, my top 3 WWE commentators would be, for right now, the ones that are in WWE right now are Michael Cole, Corey Graves, and Pat McAfee. They're all absolutely wonderful. We had Rhea come out and confront Nia. And Nia told Rhea that if she wins the Women's Royal Rumble, she's going to pick Rhea and beat her ass, kick her ass, blah, blah, blah. Then we had your typical street fight match between Shinsuke Nakamura and Cody Rhodes. I liked the match. I love Cody and I love Nakamura. Don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. I want to make that clear. But I would have waited. For a PLE before. Sorry about that, guys. My camera stopped working for a minute. So what I was saying is I would have waited to have Nakamura versus Cody in a street fight for a pay-per-view rather than having it on Monday Night Raw. That's just me. The match was good. It had your typical table spots and everything. And even the timekeeper got sprayed with red mist, which I thought was pretty awesome. But in all honesty, I would have waited for a pay-per-view or a PLE, whatever you want to call it nowadays, to do the payoff. I don't know why they didn't wait for Elimination Chamber or something like that. All in all, Raw was okay. In my opinion, it wasn't great this week. It wasn't horrible. But I feel like with only 2 weeks to go into the Royal Rumble, they could have done so much more. And they could have done so much better. I feel like they lifted their foot off the foot pedal this week. That's just me, so let me know what you thought about Monday Night Raw for January 8th, 2024 in the comments below. I thank you for watching. I'm Nick, and I've been your host for today. Join me next time when we go over the latest news, rumors, and gossip and reviews in the pro wrestling world as we go over the top rope. Thank you for watching, everyone. Goodbye. 3